Getting hot?
Oh yeah, it's warm.
The Dutch Texan in the house.
All right, I believe we are live.
Fantastic.
So you might want to confirm that, and I'm going to do so here. But
Kieran, nice to see you. You're on mute. Have you all met Kieran before? Kieran is like the big boss when it comes to the dev team at HighLevel. He's the man that has to wake up at 3 in the morning when something goes haywire. Prakar, what's happening?
Hello everyone. Hey Chase. Yeah, it's going great.
Feeling that shirt. Are you presenting today, Prakar?
So actually, like the whole sales and marketing team is presenting. We presented last week. So I think a lot of similar things will be there, but the whole sales and marketing, like all the blogs part, social media, payments, e-com. So it's, I think, a lot of items will be presented today.
Wow. Saqib's in the house. Well, let's hang out for just a couple more minutes and give everybody a chance to get into the room. If you're just joining or if you're watching the stream and any of the social channels, let us know from where you're joining in from. It's always nice to see where everybody's at. Joseph's in Santa Clara, California. Santa Clarita. Oh, that's different than Santa Clara, I suppose.
yeah, don't get those confused.
Yeah? Are they
Yeah,
far away from
different
each other?
places.
Very different.
They're
Okay.
close, but very different. Santa
Yeah.
Clarita is like Magic Mountain, Six Flags
Ah.
Mountain.
Cool.
Joseph actually grew up in Orange County near me, so we've got some stomping grounds in common.
Nice. Joy is in the metro of Detroit. Detroit, a city that I have not visited, but is definitely on my list. I'd love to check out Detroit someday. Let's see. Okay, it looks like people are still making their way in. So let's just hang out for one more minute. Tamara's in Edmonton. Nice. Probably nice this time of year, I would guess.
I think we have our team in Edmonton, right?
Do we?
Is it Shivam or Ian?
I thought Shivam was in Toronto.
Okay, then it's Ian or Anish, probably. Yeah.
Oh, I think it is Anish. I think you're right. Kieran's in Hyderabad?
Hyderabad.
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 Yeah.
I worked with the team in Hyderabad for a while. Good people there.
Yeah. Good people.
He just moved to Hyderabad, so you know.
So maybe he's not a good person yet.
Are you guys on your way to the retreat? When does that start?
Oh,
I
ours
think we
is-
have 1 month.
When's the
Next
first day?
Time. Next month, same weekend, like 2nd to 4th.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, are we ready to kick it off?
I think so.
Who's
Just
starting us
got
off?
slides.
Who's got the deck? They're not here yet?
Prakhar, you want to?
Prakhar,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Sakib can start. So yeah,
Miss
for the,
Kate.
for the funnel.
Cool.
Awesome. Take it away.
We'll start with funnels and websites, and like just talking about some of the items that we went live with in the recent past. Pre-built elements in Builder is live. All of this allows you to very quickly drag and drop add your buttons, add various sorts of images, social media icons, a lot of these things. So you can just drag and drop from the preset and build those funnels and websites more efficiently. As you can see, this is for the social media icons. Then there's an upgraded shadow element that also went live, essentially allowing you to stack up multiple shadows on top of each other, give 3D options. And yeah, like when you add a shadow, there's a preset of default values, and then you can change them around and add any combination you like. And like for now, we are supporting text shadow and box shadow on all sort of elements as well. Text shadow on text-based elements. Cool. Another thing that we went live with is the grid block editor. This one, it has more features, has a better UX compared to the previous one. And as you can see, it allows you a whole lot of functionality that weren't possible before, including the fact that now you can select some specific part of a string and edit it. Earlier, what used to happen is if there were any changes to be made, the changes used to apply over the entire block. And now you can select some specific part of the text for the changes. Next thing is support for like essentially in the image slider. Now you can also add custom value-based images, external image links, these things. So yeah, you don't need to like, download your images, re-upload them to media library and get on with it. Yeah, cool. Another thing that we went live is the entrance animation, like, for you folks to check out and get that 90s website look back. Let me show you a very quick this thing, how they work. Put at least. And so yeah, you can just select the text, select which sort of animation you want. For example, over here, I just selected the slider. And if you preview, another cool things with this animation is they come into effect as the page gets into the view. So this is the first fold. And if I scroll down, you will be able to see, for example, this swanky animation popped up. So yeah, this.
Swanky.
Yes.
Yeah, and the great part is like it's just not text animation right now. Right now it's text animation. I think within a week, animations on buttons, on images, other elements. So all these will come very soon. And
Yeah.
this is the entrance animation. So we'll do exit animations on hover. So that is just the start.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we'll have like on hover animation or click animations, as well as providing animation support to your images and buttons. So yeah, another thing that we went live with like a media library revamp whole, as you may have seen. We also went live with the search and URL redirect thing. You'll be able to essentially search for redirects, because we were getting some sort of tickets from customers that after a redirect, it was being harder for them to find out what was happening. So you can like down directly search for it. Another thing that we are going to go live very soon is the new color palette. This will be in this uh, new block editor that I showcased. For example, you can directly select which color you want to go with from here, as well as I have the staging link. So if I show it over here, so as you can see earlier, there used to be, 6 sort of colors or color options here: bases, bold, underline, all of that. We have changed that as well. We only made it a single option, color and icon color. And as you can see, I can change color from here, made this lower very grayish shade. Let me make this like bright red. So yeah, making it fun and easy to edit your funnels around, as you can see. So this combined with the block editor will make it very much faster for all the users out there to edit their funnel and websites. Cool. So yeah, new color palette. It's going to go live very soon. Next thing we have is that we're working on is a mega navigation menu. So essentially you'll be able to have a mega navigation menu, and what a mega navigation menu is essentially a section, right? And in that particular section, it's used by like, when you visit all those swanky websites, let's say Apple or any e-commerce based website, they have, let's say, if I have a if I have a clothing store, I may showcase in the hover of the navigation menu, I may show some design, some dress designs. I may show various columns, various icons. A mega navigation lets you make all of it, combining that the fact that you can just essentially treat it like a complete section, add images, add bullet points, add text, make various columns. So all that flexibility will be there. Next thing that we are going live is like we are working on is currently is webinar funnels, giving you the functionality to essentially make webinars, on-demand webinars. And what they will allow you is you won't like currently we have received a lot of requests from customers that, hey, we make our funnels on HighLevel, we have our automations using opportunities, contacts on HighLevel, but it's slightly harder for us to configure all of this into a single package. So we are giving you the functionality, a single, very streamlined product where all of these things are taken care of. So yeah, I think in the next town hall, we'll have much more progress on this to showcase. Cool. Other things that we're working on, we are working on a CF 2.0 importer, which makes it easier for our new customers to get their funnels imported, QR code generator, and another thing like similar to pre-built, we will have pre-built section templates where you can see you will be easily able to drag and drop your like home about us, all of those sections. We are working on funnel AI, which will allow you to essentially give up a prompt, just basis of prompt, have a funnel, entire basic funnel generated. Then there will be photo video gallery with Lightbox support, which allows you to showcase your multimedia items, your portfolios. And the next part will be we'll also clear some of our existing products such as global sections, and we'll be getting color palettes. The next evolution is going to be providing your brand colors on the color palette, and then this will be applicable for fonts as well, and then mobile editor functionality for images and video. Domain reselling, you have heard of it in the past, like in the last town hall. We are working on that for Q3. And then there will also be Google Tag Manager integration. So you will be able to better tag you'll be better able to trigger the various events that are being captured on your various funnels. So yeah, that's all from here. I think Prakhar can take this up for forms and surveys.
Before we switch gears, I just want to point out something pretty cool.
Yeah.
And shout out the builder team. So G2's new summer reports just dropped. And if we check this out, the HighLevel website builder came in at number 4 above some massive names like Duda, WordPress, Elementor, Webflow, Framer, Wix. So huge shout out to the work that this team has done. Big round of applause. Keep up the great work. And we'll just put more and more distance between us and those other builders. Great job, guys.
Definitely. Thank you for your kind words, Chase.
Thanks, Chase. And I think this is just the start. Like, I think a lot of cool things are coming in this quarter, next quarter. So yeah, it will be much better, much easier. So yeah, that will come very soon. Cool. So I'll take up the forms and surveys part. Cool. So in forms and surveys also, we have released like really cool features. I think single line form. So so with this, you can actually create single line forms. You can have as many fields. I think right now we have just five fields in a single line, which makes sense. Otherwise, like you cannot have that many fields. It won't make sense for a marketer to put all these fields. But now you can have any level of customization. So with single line forms, literally you can have any configuration. And there's one more thing, which is field width with single line. So you can actually literally change the width of any field. So you can customize your form in any way you want. So now you just choose single line. If you want single line, you just put 25% field width, which will be by default. But you can go here and change to 33, then it will be in 2 lines. So all those customization options are there now in forms. Yeah.
Love
Next
that
item.
one. So nice.
Yeah. And yeah, probably like once we have the time, like I want to show real time, like by creating form, what are the possibilities. So it's not just single line, but with the field width option, You can literally do anything. So yeah, cool. So once I'm done with my update, I'll just quickly show what can be done. Cool. Next thing is spread columns. So I think we have been hearing this from a lot of customers that I want my options to be in like, I don't want a default option like it to be a single column. I want it to spread to multiple columns. So now you can do that for all the radio box, checkbox, these kind of options, kind of fields. You can just define what are the number of columns, and even for like single column form or 2 column form, you'll be able to do spread to columns. So yeah, I think, and this can be done for images also, like radio images also. So it will make the forms more customizable. Next is coupons. So we have launched coupons, I think, a couple of weeks ago. So and like with more and more payment integration, I think it is going to become more easier for you to customize your form and put it in funnel or directly selling through forms with QR code. So I think a lot of possibilities are creating now. So you can even align your coupons from left, right, or full width. And yeah, cool. So next one is conditional logic. So whenever we build something, so we have to integrate with conditional logic. And I think this becomes really powerful. So for example, if you want to ask someone that, do you want to donate to a cause? If somebody says yes, then you show that payment element, right? Like now, how much money you want to donate? So cases like that. And if somebody is interested in buying something, then you show certain part of that form. So I think all these things are now possible with payment element as well in form. Cool. Next thing, which is going live very soon, is the SMS verification part. So we have to test it a lot. So yeah, it is expected to go live this week, but probably by Monday, it should definitely go live. So you'll have like more authenticated lead. So in the same way, we have the email verification thing. So we are going to launch for the SMS also. Cool. Couple of things which are coming for Q3, which are cool is scoring and calculations. So I think this is like also one of the most demanded feature. So what is going to happen is with the fields, that radio kind of field or some MCQ kind of field, you're going to have enable calculation thing. So you can enable calculation, you can put any value. So if some user select option 1, then your value can be 10 or 20 or 30. And then you have a score field. So you just drag and drop that field to the form and you can open calculations, and literally a calculator will open for you, and you can literally have score, and you can just choose different field. You can plus minus different field. So I'll give an example of BMI. Suppose you're calculating BMI. So you can say that weight divided by height square, something like that. And you can store that as score. This will be accessible in contact also. You can play around with this with conditional logic, with automations. So literally you'll have like a lot of control here. And in future, we are thinking to integrate with opportunities also, which will help you score, like give them lead score, something like that. So yeah, all these things we're working on. Next, which I'm really excited about, is quizzing. So quizzing, in quizzing, like I think Google Form does have like quizzing kind of feature. So what essentially you will have, instead of like showing it as fields, we'll just call it as questions, and you can enter answer feedback, right? You can enter like what are the correct answer, what are the answer feedback. So if somebody gives it correct answer, you can show the correct answer feedback. If it is incorrect, you can show the incorrect answer feedback. You can see the quiz solution page. I think for education kind of use case, for health kind of use case, it can be really helpful. It shows the total points, and you should be able to use these total points in a lot of places. So yeah, this is the quizzing feature that we are going to launch. And same thing, right? You can use conditional logic with all these. So that will make this super powerful. Cool. Moving on to other Q3 items, I think what we'll be launching will be Google Address API. So instead of like dragging and dropping all the individual address element, you'll just have something called auto completed address. So you drag and drop that thing, and you'll be able to choose what fields to show, right? Do you want to show city, state, country? You can choose that, and somebody start typing something, it will autofill all those fields. So that is what Google Address API is. Math calculation, quizzing, I've already shown you. Survey report, drop-off rate. So I think people, lot of people are interested in. So first, other into field spacing, right? So if I want to increase the space between say first and last name or last name and phone here, so I can't do that right now. Or right now the label is on top. I can't do label on left or on right or whatever. So this is what label alignment and field spacing is. So you'll be able to access those options very seamlessly. Next one, which is really big, will be recurring payment in forms. So recurring products will be there. So you'll be able to configure that, and I think that is coming very soon. So team is already working on it. Next item is save and continue later. I think this has also a lot of votes in ideas board. So typically, if you have a long form or survey, you don't want to like just fill it out, right? You just want to say that like I want to save it, and maybe later I'll just continue from here. So you'll have that option. And the last one is conditional logic in survey. So in surveys, we have the old conditional logic, which is very, very limited. The new has like a lot more capabilities, but it only exists in forms. In surveys, we have to do like a lot more work there because with the existing conditional logic, the things that there will be fifth option that we have to add, which is go to specific slide, right? So you'll be able to do that. So yeah, that will also come soon. So these are the items from from our side. I think moving on to Pooja's side.
Thanks, Prakhar. Just give me a second.
Awesome work. I've been loving the conditional logic, showing fields and stuff. Have you all been messing with those yet? Looks like we've got excitement for quizzing. Like the if else in the works. Yeah, exactly. The logic is awesome. I love doing stuff like, do you want us to contact you via phone? If they click yes, then you show the phone field. Just a really nice way to streamline your forms. All right, affiliate manager, you guys ready?
Awesome. So welcome everyone to the town hall. I'll be covering affiliate manager and dashboard and reporting. So if you have any questions, feedbacks, or just suggestions, just drop a message in the chat. I'll get back to you after the presentation. So quickly starting with affiliate manager and more specifically the major releases which just went live. So the first one is the affiliate manager dashboard. So we have added a new tab on the platform, which is the affiliate manager dashboard. Here, our main goal was to give all the important insights and metrics on your fingertips. So this has all the core metrics, for example, the revenue generated, conversion percentage, total customers, and it also shows you a trend, and it also shows you a pending actions. For example, let's say how much money do you owe in commissions, how much have you paid, right? And we have also added like a fun leaderboard where you can see how your affiliates are performing. And so if you see this, the right side of it, so this is the leaderboard where I can sort the ranking of top 10 affiliates based on either revenue or the commissions they generate, or just by the number of leads they are getting in, or the customer as well. So we have 4 options to sort the leaderboard by. And so this was the dashboard. And at the last, we also have a table view of all the recent actions which were done. So whether it be a latest commission or a recent affiliate which was just added on your campaign. So you will see all those information as well within the dashboard page itself. Moving on. So the next one was the affiliate portal update. So this feature has smaller updates as well, but we started with the campaign page where our main goal was to give more flexibility and UI revamp to the UI and the screen which is visible to the affiliates. So here you see now the affiliates have a more streamlined view of all the campaigns they are added to. They also see their top 3 metrics for each campaign, and they also see like what kind of commissions they are going to get and what is the payout definition as well. And also they have the option to copy their referral link quickly for each campaign. And we have also added the option for the affiliates to customize their referral ID. So if you see the right side, the right screenshot, so there's a button called customize referral ID. For example, let's say I want to customize. So previously only admins were able to do it from the admin side of it. But let's say the affiliates want to personalize the shareable link with the customers as well. So they'll be able to do it on the affiliate portal as well. Now moving on, so this was a pretty big release for the team, which is the support for manual sales and commissions. So just to give you some context, previously if you want, so there are 3 ways where we attribute a sales under an affiliate, right? So number one, if everything is working fine as per the campaign, the links shared are correctly, the transaction happens on one of the supported gateways, everything would be tracked and the commissions would be generated smoothly. But there are two other use cases as well. For example, let's say sale didn't get attributed to an affiliate correctly, but the transaction exists on the system. So we had a solution for that, which is the first option in the screen, import existing transaction. So what we did was we added one more option. For example, let's say the sale happened completely outside HighLevel. It can be through physical, money, cash, or a third-party payment gateway, or whatever the affiliate decided to, share with the customer. So now you want to attribute that manual commission, that manual sale as well. So what you can do is you can just choose this option of add manual commission. It'll ask you that, hey, do you want to do it for an existing lead, or do you want to add a new lead? So both the flows are there. Let's say you have added the lead, or you have selected a lead from the search menu. Now you'll get an option. So in this pop-up, you'll see, okay, you're adding this sale under this affiliate for this customer and for this campaign. Now you need to add only one, mandatory information, which is the revenue. So what was the amount of the sale or transaction which happened outside the system, right? And two optional fields just for future auditing references. If you want to add an event date, for example, let's say you have a transaction which happened few months back, but you want to make sure that the payouts are done correctly and you want to backtrack it, right? So you can choose the event date here as well. By default, it will always choose today if you leave it empty, or you can choose a specific older date as well. And second is event ID. For example, let's say you want to add an invoice ID or a reference ID which was shared by an affiliate. Just for your own reference in the future, you can add that reference ID or the bill ID or the invoice ID as well here. Now the next update was the sub-affiliate sign-up form. Just again to give you context, previously affiliates were not allowed to recruit their own sub-affiliates. The admins could do it manually. They had to go, let's say you want to manually add a sub-affiliate under me, you had to go to my profile, add a sub-affiliate, then add the details and all those things. So a lot of people suggested that if we can allow the same thing, like if the admin wants it, if they toggle it on, the affiliates will be able to recruit sub-affiliates themselves. So we have added a new option on both the campaign level settings and the global settings as well. So you'll see this option at the last stage under additional settings, which asks sub-affiliate sign up page. So by default, it will be toggled off. But let's say you want to use this, you want your affiliates to share their sign up link and enroll new sub-affiliates under them. You just need to toggle it on. You need to choose the form which I've already created on HighLevel. And the moment you do it, the moment you publish the campaign, you'll start seeing next to the referral URL, you'll also start seeing an option to copy the sign up link as well. So this is for the admin side, but the most important part is how the affiliates will see it. So we have added a new tab on the affiliate portal, which is the sub affiliate tab here. So if you have enabled that feature, so now what the affiliates will be able to see this new tab, they'll be able to see all the sign up links which they have. So for example, let's say I'm added to 3 campaigns. 2 out of the 3 campaigns have that toggled on, right? So I'll see the 2 URLs where I can go and recruit my own sub-affiliates under each campaign. Similarly, the affiliates will also see the list of all the sub-affiliates added under them, just to keep a track of how the network is growing. So, this gives them more flexibility and, less reduces the number of tasks which the admin have to do. But at the same time, we have given the option to whether if you want to have this feature or not in the affiliate manager as well. We also released, two new workflows just to help people automate and, kind of save time for doing, day-to-day manual actions as well. So the first one is add leads under an affiliate. So what it does is that, for example, you want to add a lead under a specific campaign and affiliate. Let's say they filled up a form, they have filled up a survey, they have answered a question, they have done anything. You can use this action to, attribute those leads under an affiliate as well. And the second one, which is like the most important one, is the workflow action for manual sales as well. So as I just previously discussed, manual sales was handled manually by the admin side. They had to click on it, fill all the details. But let's say you want to, and also just a caveat. So the manual action is a one-time thing. So for example, let's say the affiliate sold a recurring product outside physically, right? So each month you'll have to manually attribute the sale because we don't know what the product was, right? But through the workflow action, you can actually automate it. You can make sure that the affiliate gets paid every month or every after 15 days. So you can create like different kind of scenarios at the same time, just to manually attribute a sale or a commission under the affiliate as well. The options are exactly the same which we showed in the previous screen. So the affiliate, the campaign, the revenue, event, and event ID. And right now we also had we got a lot of feedback, and right now we are also working on improving these workflows where the affiliate dropdown will be more dynamic rather than being like you have to choose every time, create a lot different branches for different affiliates. So right now we are also working on enhancing this feature and allowing more flexibility so that you can create like a base generic workflow and it will automatically pick all the affiliates whom they want to pay. Now, talking about the Q3 roadmap, so I'll quickly share the big items which you can look forward on releasing for the affiliate manager. So the first one is affiliate level commissions. So right now we have campaign level commissions. For example, let's say a campaign has 10 affiliates, but one affiliate is special to you for some reason, right? And you want to make sure that, let's say, everyone else is getting 30% as per the campaign definition, but let's say you want this person to get 40% for doing the same work, right? So you don't need to create another campaign just for this person. You can just go on to the affiliate level commissions and just mention that just put 50% commission for this for this person. So what will happen is, so for example, let's say all the 10 affiliates make the same sale. So the 9 of them will get 30% default commission based on the campaign settings, but the 10th one, because it had the affiliate level commission, so this will be given priority and this person will get 40% commission as well. So just in case you want to create like a different sort of commission settings for few people, you don't need to create new campaigns. You will be able to do it within the existing campaign as well. Now, the next one is custom variables for workflow. So we got a lot of feedback where customers wanted more flexibility and control over the communication, whether it be email, whether it be, let's say they want to send out an SMS or any sort of communication they send to the affiliates. So we are working on that. We will be adding like few more workflow actions and at the same time adding a hell lot of custom variables for affiliates. So for example, let's say you completely want to create your own email communication change for your affiliates. Let's say you want to nudge them. So you want to make sure that I'm adding the custom affiliate name, the referral URL, let's say the sign up if it exists, the sign up form link as well. So we'll be creating all those custom variables so that you can create your own communication line for the affiliates as well. The next item is a limit on commissions for recurring transactions. So by this, for example, let's say your affiliate sold a monthly subscription for, let's say, a course or something, right? So here, what you can do is, so right now, each month when a transaction happens for that subscription, the affiliate will get the commission. But let's say you want to restrict it. So with this feature, you will be able to define that, hey, I just want to pay the affiliate for the first 3 months. And then I want to stop paying the commissions. Or let's say I only want to pay them one time. Or let's say I want to pay them for 10 months or this much amount. So you'll be flexible with all these options and you'll be able to, configure like till what date or till what, goal you want to give the commissions for the affiliates. Now, the next one is like one of the most requested item on the ideas board as well, which is a universal URL or a single URL for multiple funnels. So right now, we only support either one specific funnel, one specific website, one specific form, one specific calendar per campaign. But since we have built the foundation and the rest of the features, now we'll also be tackling this and, we'll be providing support for having multiple funnels with one URL so that, your affiliate will just have one URL and it will have linked to all the different funnels and products as well. The next one is click tracking. So right now we only support, if a lead has filled up a form or if they have, given some sort of information, we show them as a lead. And once they buy it, we show them as a customer. But we'll also be enabling the support for lead tracking just to see how the affiliate links are actually, performing. And second last is split commissions. We also want to give more flexibility of how commissions are split across different tiers and different families of sub affiliates. So you will be giving, by the next town hall, we'll be able to share much more detail and maybe show you like a test environment of how this thing works as well. And lastly, we have commissions for leads, forms, surveys, and calendars. So previously, we released the phase 1, which was enabling lead tracking for forms, surveys, and calendars. So now your affiliates, you can create an affiliate campaign for, let's say, people filling out a form, a calendar survey, but it only tracks leads till the affiliate level. Now you want to take one step ahead and you also want to give commission, like provide an option. Let's say you want to only give commissions for getting leads. For example, let's say an affiliate fills up, like gets you 20 appointments on a calendar, right? And you want to pay some sort of commissions. So you'll be able to do that as well. So those were the items which we had for affiliate manager. moving on to dashboards and reporting, I'll again start with the few recent releases. So we recently launched a new category called elements, which includes title, text boxes, logo, images, and embeds. So with this, as you can see on the screenshot, you can customize your dashboard. You can add small to-dos or checklist for your team. You can add anything in the text boxes. You can add different images throughout the dashboard. You can add titles and create different sections within the dashboard. For example, let's say a dashboard only for the sales team, a dashboard just for the attribution, and XYZ. So you'll be able to create all these, and you will also be able to use it in the snapshots as well, just to save time. This is how it looks like. So next to the widget category, we have added one more tab, which is elements. And right now we have 4 elements. We have embeds, iframes, we have the title, the images, and the text box. And these are how you can customize each element. So, you can customize the background color, the color of the title. You can do a lot of things with the images. And you can also, you have a proper text box editor for the text element as well. Now the next one is like one of the biggest releases we did recently, which is enabling attribution parameters on contact widgets. So what I mean by this is, so we already had widgets for contacts, but a few of the important parameters and fields were missing in the configuration and conditions tab. So we have added that. So right now, if you go on to create any contact widget, if you go to the settings and if you try to play around, you will see new options. For example, attribution. So let's say you picked attribution. Now you can also pick, hey, do you want to play around with the first attribution and latest attribution, right? And the moment you do it, you'll see a blue icon at attribution field. So now you can put any conditions for all these, so whether it be UTM campaign, UTM content, UTM keyword, UTM match type, medium, session source, UTM source. So you will be able to create your own lead source reports and even add like more filters and conditions to, and create your own set of widgets and dashboards as well. And we have also enabled the same for, table. For example, let's say you are creating a table widget and you want the fields of UTM campaign, UTM medium as well. So we have enabled all those, all the fields related to UTM parameters and attribution fields in the table chart as well. And similarly, for donut and line graph, we have also added two new group categories. Let's say you want to group by session source or you want to group by the medium of the contact, right? So you'll be able to create donut and line charts for that as well. So just wanted to show a quick, example of like what kind of dashboards and widgets you can create. So here you can see, right, I've created a custom widget, which is contacts by source. So here I can actually see like how many contacts came from direct traffic and paid search. And the cherry on top is that the way this becomes somewhat better than the attribution report is all the charts are interactable. You can click on the light blue icon and actually see the record view of 41 contacts who came from direct traffic. And you can also download a CSV. Similarly, I have widgets like contacts by mediums. I have made my own widget. Like I want the count of contacts which have the UTM medium as CPC, right? I want to see the contacts which came from paid search. I want to see the contacts from form submission, direct traffic. And I've also created a table chart where you can see I've added the fields of UTM campaign, UTM match type. So the possibilities are endless. So you can do all these things with this release as well. Now, talking about the upcoming releases, so this is like a big release, which our team has been working on, since a long time. So this is the custom report, which includes a builder and scheduler. So just to give you context, if you had missed the previous reporting dashboard town hall as well. So through this feature, you will be able to create your own custom reports from either scratch or templates. And so you'll be able to create your multiple page reports, right? And the best part is once your report is, so you'll be able to add your own set of widgets. You'll be able to add your titles. You'll be able to, make an awesome report in the report builder. And once you're done with the report, you'll be able to set a schedule as well. So let's say you want to share this report of how the business is working with the stakeholders. They might not have access to the GHL dashboard. That does not matter. You can add any email, and as per the schedule, for example, let's say if you talk about this example, so all the stakeholders will get a weekly email every Monday on 10 a.m. with this report snapshot, where they can click on the email and they'll see all the charts and widgets, and they'll get an idea of how the business is performing as well. So this was custom reports. And the next one, which is also upcoming in this new quarter, is dashboard themes. So just to give you a quick teaser, so this is how the dashboard themes would look like. We have added one more tab, on the side menu, and this would work both on the dashboard levels. Let's say you want to apply a theme to all the widgets, you can do that. Let's say you want to change a theme for a specific widget, you can do that as well. So in the themes, we'll have some predefined colors, and we also have an option of a custom theme. So the moment you pick on custom color options, you will be able to change the most basic the important assets of a widget. For example, you can change the background widget card, you can change the title, you can change how the UI of the chart looks like. Let's say the donut, you want a different color, you want it in dark theme, you can change the tags, you can change the color of lines, and the funnel charts as well. Now, moving on to the Q3, roadmap for reporting and dashboard. So as I mentioned, right, so the first one is custom report, which will be going live in a few weeks, which will include both the builder and scheduler. The next one is attribution parameters on opportunity widgets. So as I mentioned, we enabled the attribution and UTM parameters for contact widgets. We are currently working on enabling the same for opportunity widgets as well. So whatever we saw for the contact widgets, right, we can create our own lead source report, we can create donut for different sources. You'll be able to do that and create your own set of widgets for opportunities as well. And the next one is custom fields for dashboard widgets. So right now we do support custom fields and dropdowns, but the support is somewhat limited, for example, specifically in opportunities and contacts. But now we are expanding it. So whatever options you see while creating a widget, for example, let's say you have a custom value and you want a donut chart where you group different contacts by that custom field or value, right? So currently that is not possible. So we'll be, enabling the support for custom field to all the widget filters, conditions, and configurations as well. So wherever you think a custom field is missing right now in the dashboard, we'll enable the custom field there as well. Now we have two new exciting widget categories as well, which is email and visitor data. Our team is already working on it, and so we'll release two sets of widgets, like cool widgets for both email stats and visitor data as well. And obviously you'll be able to customize it and create your own from scratch as well. The next one is dashboard themes, which I just showed in the previous step, and we have two more widget categories, which is payments and Google Ads. So, we'll be adding a set of payment widgets, customizable, and Google widgets. So, all the things which you can see on the Google Ads reporting, you will be able to customize it and edit each widget on the dashboard as well. And lastly, we have templates for dashboard. So now, once we reach this point, we'll have good enough, widget categories. So we'll also launch templates for dashboard. So just to save time, if you want an attribution dashboard or you want an email performance dashboard, you can just do it through 2 simple clicks. You don't need to create everything from scratch as well. So that is all we had for reporting and dashboard.
Incredible.
Love the themes.
Hi, everyone. I'll walk us through documents and contracts and invoicing. Meanwhile, I am also dropping my Speak with Us link. So please set up calls with me to have any active feedback around, what is stopping you or your clients to use documents and contracts and invoicing. We've been seeing good growth and we'd love to see more sub accounts adding in. So please feel free to set up some time with me. In terms of what we have released very recently is that we added snapshot support for documents and contracts. So now, and then we added checkboxes, real-time custom value rendering, date filter, and show and hide signer name. I'll just quickly walk us through what all we have now. So on documents, first of all, earlier we did not have support for snapshots. So now if you have certain amount of templates that are added to one sub account, you can simply just move it on to other sub accounts that you have. So hopefully that makes a lot of your lives easier. Then we have checkboxes on documents that we released about a month and a half ago, and we've been seeing good traction over here. So if you've got any existing PDF, any sort of document which needs checkboxes, either singular or to be grouped, you can do that, and also set in logics wherever needed. We also started doing custom real-time custom value rendering, where what was happening was that once you would publish a document, the placement of the signature boxes would change because the custom values were variable in length. Now you can see them rendering real time as and when you are editing the document. So that makes your life easier when you are placing signature elements or any fillable elements onto the document anywhere. Along with that, what we released was customizable date field. So a lot of users were requesting that when a customer signs a document, they only want them to be able to fill today's date and not a date which was prior to the signing date or after the signing date. So now you have an option to add today's date into the filters. Along with that, a few of you were complaining that the name is really annoying on the top. So now you don't have to face that annoying name. You can simply toggle a checkbox and that annoying name would be gone. What is coming out really soon? This is almost developed and in testing. So most likely by early next week, this will be out, where you could now simply enable direct payments after signing. And as soon as a document would be signed by the primary signer, they will be able to see this finish and complete payment option, where they would then be directly redirected to the invoice and they can complete the payment. So this is one of the most requested feature when it comes to, let's say, signing off contract and then collecting payment. You no longer have to rely on separate emails going out and then waiting for the client to sort of pay for that invoice. You would be able to do that in one stretch itself. Along with that, what is coming out really soon is that so far, the document builder had some limitations in supporting recurring products. So you could only add, even if you added recurring products, it would generate a one-time invoice. And that was really painful for a lot of our clients. Now what you will be able to do is that as soon as you add a recurring invoice, you will be able to set up a frequency that you want, and basis that the invoice would go out. So that is also almost developed and that is under testing again and would be expected somewhere early next week. So really two good payment features coming out really soon. What we are setting up next for is to improve the editor experience, which a lot of you have been requesting. So what I hear is that a lot of your customers want to fill in the opportunity custom values that are collected via forms into the document, and that is not currently supported. So that is something that we'll be coming out with next. Along with that, what you want is that whenever you are assigning a fillable element for the customer, you want this to be tagged into a contacts custom value, which is currently not possible. So that is also something that we'll be taking up on priority for better workflow arrangements. Along with that, what I hear is that once two-in-one documents is live, people only want to collect, let's say, 10% of the total product list or 20% of the total product list, and take it up as a deposit, and rest everything would be done at a later point in time. So we will be enabling partial deposits in the two-in-one documents as soon as we are done with the above two for editing capabilities. Along with that, one of the most requested feature that we have is split column support. Currently, everything has to be arranged sort of vertically downwards, and now no horizontal placement is possible. So this is something that we'll be working on so that you can create better looking documents, and wherever you need columns, you can add them. Along with that, we'll be adding activity tracking of documents so that once you've sent the document and let's say it has 3 to 4 signers or just one signer, and you want to see if they viewed the document and how many times did they view the document, that sort of activity tracking is something that we'll be giving out to you. Post that, we'll be again moving on to a certain payment element, which is that if you want to just send out a document, collect the card details of a user, you will be able to sort of get the card details saved. And post that, what a lot of you have been requesting is that if you want to, let's say, merge 2 or 3 PDFs and just create one document out of it, currently it's not possible. So supporting multiple PDFs in a single document is something that we'll be taking up. So these are some of the key things, but a lot of smaller items as well that will keep coming up. But if there's anything that is making or breaking documents and contracts for you, not letting you or your customer use it, please, I would request you to sort of set up some time with me and we'll go over it. Coming on to payments and invoicing. Any questions on this?
Yeah, I think there were a couple of questions. I'm taking those up in the chat. But I think Steve was asking, when a specific document is created of a template, is there a way to expose the link for it? And I think I should take that up.
Yeah. So Steve, yes, that is in the sort of list. I did not cover it in the upcoming releases because it's I think towards the end of the quarter, but yes, we'll be creating public links for a document so that wherever that public link goes, the signer can sort of sign it and that goes on to a completed document stage.
Awesome. That's scheduled for this quarter.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
And I think Don was also asking regarding the support for SaaS plans specifically on the documents and contracts builder. And I think over there, Don, we are actually working to make the SaaS configurator work at the sub account level as well. So soon, in a couple of weeks or in a month or about, the team will be able to expose all of the agency plans inside the sub account view, and you can use any specific channel like invoices or documents and contracts or order forms. So anywhere that particular product is sold, you should be able to create a SaaS sub account. So yeah, it is in works. It will work soon. And I think there was one question related to the elements on the email builder, but I think I've taken that up separately. But is there any question? We can take that up on documents and contracts. Awesome. I think Harshit, you can move on.
Got it. So on invoicing and payment links, we'll just quickly walk through whatever we launched in the last couple of months. So we added zip code to payment links, and now you will be able to act, this helps you to sort of reduce the fraud controls. And if you fraud controls in place, a lot of times what happened is that if zip code was not there, the payment would not go through. So those sort of payment failures will now be handled. And as we've given the support to add zip codes into your addresses. Along with that, on payment links, what we released was custom TNC, where under the pay button, you can now add custom terms and conditions, which are specific to your needs. And if you want the user to sort of agree to a detailed terms and condition, you can just hyperlink to your PDF page or to any website page that you have, so that the customers can have access to the detailed TNC as well. Along with that, what we did was that we improved the QuickBooks integration for any sort of user who is in a non-US country where they were not able to sync their invoices because a tax field was almost always required. So that is now something that we've handled, and we are creating a backend tax field which is getting added into your QuickBooks, and then the integration is working now. Along with that, we just made a more enhanced UI on the state dropdown, so you can easily select state, search for it, and just get a better looking invoice over there. Along with that, we did multiple reminders from settings. So now, earlier you had to set up workflows around, just reminding your customers that you need to pay your invoice. But now no need to create those additional workflows. You can just go on to the settings, choose reminder settings, select a reminder name, and choose the reminder frequency. And it's highly configurable, and you can even add as many reminders as you want. And once you even created a reminder, you can simply toggle it on or off, and basis that those reminders would go out for your invoicing. What we also added was that earlier, when you used to add a recurring product to your invoice, if you had a setup fee associated with that product, that would not really go onto the invoice. But now what happens is that setup fee comes up, and in all recurring invoices, it does not show up. So as you expected it to work, it's now working. As far as along with that, a really requested feature was that once you sent an invoice, let's say it's a gym membership, an educational membership, you wanted to split the payment into, let's say, 6 months or 3 months, and just have, split it into 33% each, or 2 payments of 50% each. You can now set up percentages, you can set up fixed amounts, due dates, and add a schedule to your invoice. And basis that you can collect payments from your customers. What we also released was payment links, personalized payment links, where essentially you can go on to a payment link, you can, click on copy, send, and add contacts into it, multiple contacts, and just send that payment link to multiple of your contacts, up to 50 contacts at the same time. So that makes it really simple for you to just create a link. And if you want to send it out to few of your contacts, you can send it out from there on the go. What is coming out soon is estimates. A lot of you want to send estimates to your clients and then have them accept or reject, and give you feedback on what needs to be changed. So this is something that the team is really working on extensively, and you will be able to send out an estimate. As soon as a user accepts it, you will be able to create an invoice and just send an invoice of the amount that was accepted. Would be really helpful for anyone who's having home services clients, or for yourself if you are sending marketing proposals or any proposal where the customer needs to first validate whether the estimate is correct or not. This will be super helpful to all of you. What is coming out next is also tips on invoices. This is also developed under testing. So most likely in the coming week or two, this will be live, where if you want to collect tips for your invoices, this tip could be a percentage amount, or you could select other and choose a dollar amount and then let the user pay for whatever tip they want to add. This would get added to the invoice and get collected. Along with that, what is coming out really soon is Zero integration. So the development from our end is completed. We are in touch with the Zero team to list the app sort of on their platform, and post that verification is done, we will be able to go live with the Zero integration. And we'll hopefully this will be soon, maybe in the coming 2 or 3 weeks. We should be able to launch this as well. In terms of what are we planning to do next, we've got estimate zero tips that we've already talked about. Along with that, we are adding automatic taxes support. So once you've chosen a sort of product and a state, an automatic tax would be applied on that product based on what are the categories of taxes in that state, and it will get added to the invoice. So no need to add manual taxes to this. Along with that, what we are coming out with really soon is custom payment methods. So some of you wanted to block, let's say, card payments and just only allow bank debits. So that is something that we are really working to solve for you all. Primarily important for high ticket businesses where you have a large sum and you don't want to pay the processing fee. Right. Along with that, even if you have small ticket sizes and you still want to pass the processing fee to the customers, you currently don't have a way. But that is also a feature that we have planned really soon for you. Where if you turn on pass processing fee to the customer, you can choose a certain percentage, and that fee would be passed on to the user in the invoice as well, if they are paying through, let's say, a credit card or a debit card, based on whatever percentages you configure. Then we are coming out with PayPal as a payment method for invoices, and we are going for a complete revamp of the invoices UI, where making it mobile friendly and also having a preview side by side where you add the details quickly onto the invoice is something that we'll be going out with. And along with that, we are working to add late fee on overdue invoices. So that is also something that you could configure and would enable your businesses to sort of collect invoice payments on time, because there would be a late fee otherwise applied on the overdue invoices. Okay, that was it from invoices and payment links. I'm again dropping my calendar link to sort of set up calls with me and help me understand anything that is stopping you from using us. But any questions on whatever we have covered so far?
Yeah, I think there are a couple here.
There's a bunch in the chat, but Charles, do you have something you want to voice?
Yeah, on the TNC checkboxes, it was replied that the team is working on it. But when is that data going to be pushed in? There's no log or anything that they actually click the box, so the box is useless.
Correct, and I think in the form submissions, when you do that, it is saved along with the form submission. But I think when it
if it's saved along with the form submission, well, so first of all, actually, well, I'm not an attorney, and I'm pretty sure you aren't either, Charles, but I would argue it's already not useless. But if it's in the form submission, it's even double not useless. It's right there staring you back in the face. So it's right where you want it.
Yeah, it in the form submission, it states that the TNC was there, but it doesn't acknowledge the fact that they
So
clicked
doesn't
it or
say,
didn't click
like,
it.
checked or
It doesn't. It doesn't
what does it say
clarify
for-
whether
what
they
does it say
actually
for
checked the
normal
box or
checkbox?
not.
Yes or true, or what's it say for normal checkbox?
True, like it gives some
Perfect.
indicator,
So,
like
hey,
it's
Prashant, go
either
make sure it
true or
says
something.
true, and then everybody's happy. It should
Yeah,
say
I
that
think it
anyways.
should be there. There should be some small glitch.
For
We'll fix
Carnimus.
that. Yeah.
There you go. Charles, if you have one that doesn't say true, Prakar says it should work. So give him an example,
Yeah.
run it down.
Yeah, if there's a glitch,
I'll
we'll
do
we'll
it.
fix it. Yeah. Good.
Correct. And I think it still remains for the order forms or the payment links, though. But I think in the similar manner, we should be able to put that out in the coming couple of weeks only, Charles. The team already acknowledged it, and I think they're internally planning it. I'll double check this once, and we'll get this done for you.
Okay. And then on the tip reporting, which is awesome, but it was stated that it would only be available in the CSV of invoices. Is there any plans of bringing the tips to reporting, or at least to the reporting builder, where we can build a widget around it for cash outs or who gets what tips?
Yeah, I think that will also follow in, because I think what Harshit showed just right now was a staging link or the screenshots from staging regarding how tips are going to look. And the initial idea was that we'll surface it in the invoice CSV. But we are coming up with widgets on the dashboard side for payments right now related to coupons or payments or orders that we are processing in. But I think once tips are also out, we should be able to include that in the reporting widget as well. But
Yeah, and I think looking at this thing overall, like currently on the location level dashboard, are there any payment widgets?
no, there are not. But
Yeah, exactly right. So whenever we add all of those payment widgets about invoices and transactions and subscriptions, tips will also just make it there along with everything else.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, and those tips will be tagged to, so like the issue that we're facing is in service menu. If we have 5 different staff members and there's a $10 tip, we don't know, like we have to then say, okay, well, staff member 1 and 2 were working on that day, and then we have to go track down the invoice and then figure out which invoice for which appointment for which staff member. And so it's like some of these are $1, $2 tips, and it's like we're spending ridiculous amounts of time trying to track that down. So just logging that to, especially if they're a service menu.
Yeah, and I think that should also get solved with something that we have in plan. It's just a matter of prioritization here, but I think soon we'll be able to associate invoices with the sub-account users that you have as you are able to attach directly to contacts or opportunities. So I think in following that manner, once we have the opportunity integration as well, it would just become super easy for you to take an export or probably have it in the reporting dashboard that, hey, how much was the tip collected or how much was the revenue made per sales agent of mine. So I think once that flows in, it should become super easy for you. I think it's yet to be there, but we have it on our list.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
And I think there was one other question from Don, that will reminders that are set up carry over in snapshots? I think it will not as of today, but I think that's a good feedback, and we'll get this done with the team.
I think Kathy is having feedback on changing the word setup fee. Kathy noted, we'll sort of try to give you an option to change the text over there.
Thank you.
Awesome. Any other question related to payment links or invoices or documents and contracts which we are missing out?
I have a question. Sorry.
Yeah.
So when we generate a document, is there any way to just create a link for that particular document so that we can send it as a reminder if it's not signed or something?
Yeah, I think you can already do that, right? Like what you can do is you have a document automation available as well. You can create a document template. You can use automations to send over a document, and then you have a trigger for documents and contracts as well, which you can say that, hey, if document is viewed, I want to wait, or if document is viewed but not signed, I want to send a reminder, and you choose a custom email template using documents custom values. All of that should be possible here.
Okay, got it. I'll double check that. Thanks.
Dia?
Yes. Hi. Thank you. With regards to PayPal, so it says PayPal as a payment method for invoices. That's great. But then when a contact uses PayPal as their payment method, we're not necessarily able to cancel within HighLevel, or if, let's say, it's being canceled directly from PayPal, it's not showing or reflected in their contact profile payment step.
Yeah, and I think that is something that is being covered up next. It is currently in the works. We are aware that PayPal integration is not as solid as other Stripe or Authorize or NMI integrations, but the team is currently working on a couple of items, and they've already started over it, that you would be able to now track PayPal subscription statuses accurately from PayPal. Like we'll set up webhooks to listen all of those statuses. You will be able to see the subsequent transactions that happen after a subscription. Let's say the subscription is created on 3rd of July, but you have payments running on 3rd of August and 3rd of September as well. So all of those subsequent payments from PayPal will also start getting listed inside your payments module, and you will have triggers and automations available for them as well. Like, hey, if the payment was failed to this, or if the payment was success to this. And we are also setting up webhooks in case there were some failures that were happening in PayPal. The subscription was created, but on our side, it was not reported accurately, or I want to cancel the subscription, or I want to initiate a refund. So all of those capabilities will be included with all of these improvements. So it's right around in development. And I think in a matter of month, all of these updates should flow in with PayPal integration.
All right, sounds good. Is there, I'm not sure if you're the correct department, but then as well in the contacts in the payments tab, are there any way that you can label the transaction or subscription that you're viewing in the contacts profile? Because it just says date, amount, and status.
Sorry, it just says?
Oh, the payments tab in the contact profile, are you able to show the name of that particular item that was being paid off or subscribed to by the contact? Because it only shows date, amount, and status.
Oh, got it. I think because of the spacing over there, and to include maximum information in limited space, we just included that. But I think that's good feedback to see the product list there as well. I think I'll relay that.
That is a good one, really. Maybe we can figure something out, like see more details and open a different pane from the right side or something like that. But that is a good one.
Like a miniature description or something, or even like the first 100 characters will give most people what they need.
Correct. And I think
we can actually do it better. I've seen Stripe do it in some cases. Like it basically gives you the overview of the receipt itself, and you can and then when you click on more details, it opens the pane from the right side, and you can see the actual receipt. So we can figure something out. But yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Thank you.
Absolutely, we'll get that added in. Any other question which we are missing out in the chat?
Don't think so. Anything else that we've got, guys?
Yep. I think I can quick take over some payments related updates. And we have more to follow on e-com side. So some items related to the core payment side, we have enabled Stripe connected accounts to manage their payment methods. You can now use multiple payment providers, like you're migrating from authorize.net, or you're migrating over from Stripe to Authorize. So you can use any of the connected payment method to charge your contacts on the contact details page that we were just discussing right now. Razorpay integration is live already for Indian customers. You can connect your Razorpay accounts, you can process one time and recurring payments using Razorpay across all prominent channels like invoicing, order forms, or online stores, you're able to accept Razorpay payments. And then we also enabled the framework for custom payments integration, wherein you're able to bring in your own payment provider. And then anyone can come in, they can consume the framework, and then they can build a payments application which can be used by any sub account on the app marketplace to directly install and process all of their payments through that. There are already integrations that have started happening in. So soon you'll see a bunch of updates on the integrations page from us as well as from third-party developers that are building applications on top of HighLevel. And then another recent update that we made is attaching manual tax rates on SaaS plans. So we have the manual tax rates under payment settings. You are able to create tax rates manually, and then you can associate it with products. And then there was a blocker that, hey, if it is a SaaS plan, I'm not able to associate that. So that does not happen now. You are able to attach tax rates to your SaaS plans as well. And then when you attach it across order forms, and then as I was mentioning, soon it will be available to add in documents and contracts or invoice builder, those tax rates will automatically get attached in for those SaaS plans. And then another release, I think the release note is not out yet for this, but it is partially in deployment. So I think in a couple of hours, the release notes would also be out in. But we have enabled prominent payment methods like Ideal, which is quite popular in the Netherlands, Ban Contact, which is a popular bank method in the Belgium, and SEPA Direct Debit, which is a popular bank debit method in the European Union. So all of these payment methods are now enabled with Stripe. In a matter of hours, it should be enabled across all sub accounts. So it's in the process of migration right now. But with this, you're able to accept in more payment methods across all different channels, and it works across invoices or across order forms or across form payments, or all of these places. You can accept these payments and offer more customized choice to your customers. And then we have a couple of screenshots to cover these releases of what we just talked about. Stripe connected accounts, they can go inside their payment method settings, and then they can select a particular configuration that we have defined in, like an invoice configuration, or what do I want to show in my store configuration. They can turn on or off specific payment methods that they want to enable in. Soon we'll be replicating all of this inside our payments integrations page as well. So you'll not have the hiccup of even going to your Stripe integrations page. And then we were discussing about the payments section on the contact details page. You can have the payments section in here. You have a charge now action, and soon we are now revamping this as well. You can now, we are bringing in the ability to just add a card on file or directly create a subscription over from here, because if your client turns up today that, hey, create my subscription over from 15th, this is actually a tough task currently in our system, and you'll have to go to Stripe probably or have them subscribe through order form. So all of that we are smoothing and easing that out. Within the contacts page, you will be able to directly create in a subscription or directly create in a one-time or a recurring invoice for that customer, or you will be able to select in a product in here so that the tax can be applied or things like that. So I think all of that will become super powerful here in the matter of this quarter within the contact details page. And then the Razorpay integration, credit card or net banking or other payment methods which are quite popular in India, all of those are supported with the Razorpay integration. Custom payment providers, the help article is out there to build a custom payment integration on top of HighLevel. If you have any developer support, or if there's any developer out who wants to build an application specific to payments on top of HighLevel, they can consume this framework and they can create a free or paid marketplace application. And then manual tax rates for SaaS plans, you create a product, you have this action in here, charge taxes, and then you can attach a particular tax rate. Ideal Ban Contact and SEPA Debit. Inside the Stripe payment element, you can see SEPA Debit. If I select that, hey, I want to pay by bank debit method in the European Union, I can enter my IBAN, my email, and other details, and it will just open up a pop-up, and I can pay using bank debit methods. So all of this just offers in more flexibility to your customers, increases more conversions for you as a business, and we'll be adding in more payment methods. Amazon Pay is already in testing right now. So all of these payment methods would soon start flowing in if you're using the Stripe integration. Something which is in works right now is the automatic taxes for US. We are running down a couple of things internally related to the account that we'll use or the billing, etc. But I think soon in a couple of days or weeks, this integration will also be live, wherein if you go to settings and then you have manual tax rates, below that you'll have automatic taxes. You can say that, hey, I want to enable automatic taxes. It will ask you for default product tax categories or your nexus addresses, and then you can just enable that, and everywhere it will just start calculating taxes automatically based on the customer address that is being typed in. So this is already in testing stages, so coming out real soon. And then couple of major prominent items that we are already working on. Square integration is in progress right now, and soon we'll be having a native integration with Square as well, which will add in another prominent provider to our list of integrations. Amazon Pay and Revolut Pay are already in testing right now. So as I mentioned, we are expanding the reach of payment methods offered with Stripe with our integration. PayPal improvements, the answer to Dia's question that we discussed earlier. PayPal integration will get improved over here. It will be available across different channels. You will be able to track in subscription statuses. You will be able to cancel subscriptions, initiate refunds, all for your PayPal integration. So I think that will be a huge addition if you have clients globally and you want to offer them PayPal as a payment method. And then we just discussed about payments reporting in the dashboard, which is the immediate next item that we want to work upon. All of the reporting related to transactions or orders or invoices or how many products are sold. And then when we attach it to sub-account users as well, you will be able to see all of those reports. And then creating subscriptions and invoices, as we just discussed from the contacts view, you'll be able to create all of those. And then passing additional fee or processing fee to customers, you'll be able to directly say that, hey, I want to charge, or I want to give a checkbox that contribute 3% to my processing fee or contribute 2.5% for my processing fee, and it will just charge an additional 2.5% from the customer. So this comes in very handy if you want to offer, or if you want to give the flexibility to the customer to incur your admin or your processing costs. And then creating open invoice for failed payments in authorize.net or NMI or any other custom payment provider integration as well. So this will just smoothen out the sending of invoices or recording a payment for a missed payment that was missed because the card was declined, or probably the card expired, or the bank declined, or something like that happened, and you have a track of it. You are able to send a follow-up reminders, and you're able to record a payment for it. And then something that we want to target towards the level up is a couple of coupons enhancements that will give you a lot of functionality on the online stores side, as well as having gift cards within our internal offers, the features that we offer. So you'll be able to create in gift cards, you'll be able to have unique codes over there, distribute it to your customers, and then they'll be able to redeem it across your online stores. So all of these items, they are in the pipeline and they are lined up for the coming quarter. That's it from my side, and I'm happy to take on any questions.
There's a bunch of questions in the chat, but in the interest of time, maybe we'll just go to the next deck and we can answer those in there.
For sure.
Cool.
I'll take over from here. So the next project that we want to discuss is Social Planner. So basically in Social Planner, we recently launched @mention or tagging of profile, which allows if you have Facebook or certain specific things, you will be able to @tag them out and then mention it. The profiles need to be public. If they are not public, for example, in case of Instagram, if you just add and if it's a unique ID, we'll be able to map it back to that particular person's Instagram handle. So that way, it is possible as of now, for certain socials, you can't choose, but for certain socials, it will tell you, how many people are there and who all are there. And that way, you'll be able to identify the person out. The next thing that went live was the notifications UX. And then we added, a lot more notifications around, pre-expiry, post-expiry. Then now you will be able to get, if your connection gets expired, you will get notified about it. Then if you have failed posts, you can get notification. These are all email notification. Later on, we'll bring in in-app notifications as well as just a starters thing. Yeah. With that, like we have like added like location tagging as well as a feature. So location tagging is more like, if you have like multiple socials and you want to add in like, something like if you are an influencer and you're going to a restaurant, you want to put in like, that restaurant's like, mentioned, right? By adding like beautiful pictures. So with that, like you can just add like, the restaurant's like location and you'll be able to get that through. So that way, like, your engagement score and your insights gets better with the location tagging. The other thing that we are currently working on is the UI UX of like, the social planner part of it. So we are bringing in more like a list view function where there will be a planner, content, and then statistics part of it. You will have hand in hand, like, your list view and your calendar view. So you can move between both of them, filter it out, like choose your socials, date range. So earlier, like, if you go to today's recent post and you want to see something like, before like 90 days, like it's not possible today on like social planner. But with this update, like you'll be able to go back in time, check things out. You can also check out like, how many likes, share, and comments you got. Like those are the new updates that we are adding in. And also we are changing like, the look and feel of the composer part. So you will be able to create like, how today if you are creating like an image post, like you are just selecting all your socials and adding the content, right? Same thing, you will be able to do it with video also. So you'll be able to pick like your video, and then you can post it on TikTok, YouTube, and the other options that are there. We are also doing this revamp so that it becomes like, super easy and like, you can navigate easily between like, the UI UX of the product so that, everything seems like bit handy compared to like, the previous process. And now like more and more functions are coming in. So like, space is like the main thing that, we want to utilize in the maximum side of it. With that, we are just going to launch like probably around like, 10th of July, which is like the basic start to like, basic analytics that we want to provide inside Social Planner. You will be able to get like, all your top performing posts according to your likes, share, and comments. Later on, we're bringing in like, the advanced analytics that will be like, by socials, and then like, there will be a summary of it. I have like few screenshots. I'll definitely go over that in the slide. And this is what we are doing right now. So for Q3, we have YouTube video and short. The work is already completed. I'd probably say like, we are stuck at the approvals. There's like a long process around it. We are in works. The work is already completed. So the day we get the approval, like we'll be going live the next day for everyone. And then the UI UX part, which we are working on, that's going to solve like, the preview issues like you might have faced, or like, opening of calendar and then like list views and everything, like all those things that are like, being worked upon right now. We have our future items, like the major things that I just talked about, right? The advanced social planner analytics. That's going to be like a summary and by all the socials. So you'll be able to see like, how your reels are performing, what are your top performing posts, how many people give you replies, engagement score on each pages, all those things. And then like, how on a regular basis, how you are doing like your social media engagement part of it. So all those things will be part of social media analytics. The future definitely sits that, it will be part of dashboard and reporting part of it as well. And then we are adding like Facebook story as the option. Like this quarter, we are going, like probably I've not added it over here, but YouTube shorts and video and Pinterest, these are the two things that we are launching like, in coming week. And with that only, like, Facebook story will be the last option to like, all the socials that are available in the market, which are like well known and well used. With that, like Facebook story will be the last one, like, to close the loop on it. Then we have Canva integration that we are doing. Like recently, Canva just came out like 2 or 3 days back with an upgrade that they opened the APIs for everyone. So we have started our POC on it. So once we add the integration to it, like we will be able to extend it inside like media library as well. We've already started the POC work on it. So like we'll be able to share like, in the same ideas board thread, like about if there are any updates or a mock preview of like, how the flow will work. Then we have LinkedIn carousel post. That's like something that we have planned out. Next thing that, one of the most exciting part is the community posting. So you'll be able to create your content, schedule it out, and then like share it out on community side of it. All you can do that like inside Social Planner. That's something that, to be done. And probably you should be expecting this by the end of July. Work has almost reached midway. So it should be out like, in a good timely manner. Then we have review post enhancement that we want to do. Like, it's all based on the feedbacks that we got. The basic idea is that, we want to allow you to choose the type of opacity you want to add, like font you want to add, and then what type of post look and feel you want to choose, and also post it on Instagram story. So that's something that we are going to work with, the review post enhancement. We are also thinking about adding recurring category based posting. So that's specifically you choose a category, and all your posts that you have selected over there, it has multiple variant of caption and content that just goes out in constant way of reposting manner, so that you don't need to create every time a newer content every time you are doing the posting. So it's just to showcase that you have a regular evergreen content created using categories. Then we have inbox management, that's comment management inside Social Planner. This will also we are in talks with adding it inside conversations area as well. So when someone for example, you have an X post done, you are getting comments on it, so you will be able to respond back from Social Planner as well as inside the comment section as well. For example, if Ryan has added a comment on one of the posts, then Ryan will be able to respond back to us, and then the team will be able to respond back. And then all of those things will be available inside conversation as well as in Social Planner on basis of post. Yeah. So this is what we have planned out for Social Planner. I'll go back and I'll check out the comments for any feedbacks and respond back to any questions. I'll go to the next product. And these are few screenshots from the community posting side of it. So you'll be able to get community post. You'll be able to choose your group and your channel, and then you'll be able to post on them. You can also give rights to someone else if you want to give them to do an on behalf posting on yourself. For example, if someone is your spokesperson in your community and you want to post it on their behalf, you will be able to do it, but that person needs to approve your request that way. Then the next thing is, this is the advanced analytics. We are still working on it. The basic idea is that we will be giving growth on growth, matrix on it, your follower matrix, your engagement matrix, how you are doing the posting over a period of time. We're also going to give you demographic and age related, posting details as well. Then how many likes and everything you are getting on an average basis, comments and reactions too. All those things will be included in the advanced analytics for Social Planner side of it. This is just a preview of how social inbox will look like, which will have all socials and all the socials over here with all the comment section, and you will be able to add comment as well as if a particular person is already a part of part of CRM, they're already a contact, and if they've replied, it will show a small snippet of what the post is, and then reply option from conversation side as well. The next product is blogs. Looking at the time, I'm just going bit fast. So if there are any questions, please drop in in the chat area. For blogs, we have recently went ahead with a new flow for blog. If you want to know more, just book a call with me and I'll be able to walk you through it. So recently after going live, these are the things that us as team are working on. So right now you have a blog post option inside funnels and website that is right now working with the old or the legacy flow or version 1 flow, which we will be doing it to work with the new blog flow. You'll be able to choose your blog and then do all the redirection part of it and add it inside your landing pages. Then the next thing is that blog snapshots will be available for the new blog. There will be public API as well available for this. Then we want to add in a blog post importer. So you just copy your URL of your blog and then the recent post, map out all the fields that are there, your publish date, your author details, your title of your, and then the body of your post. And then once done, we will run down every post that are available in that particular blog, and you will be able to migrate all your blog posts from it. Then we are bringing in design and style elements to blog post area. You'll be able to customize your headline, your SEO metadata images, and then all the author related details. You'll be able to choose how the socials icon will be looking like. And then we are just going to revamp the blog RSS page, because it just gives a better user experience. So that's something that us and the team is working on right now. I'd probably say I've covered almost everything out. I'll just hand it over to Shreya and I'll respond back to any comments that are there in the chat. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, just give me 1 second, I'll share my screen. Yeah, hey everyone, I would be presenting for emails and email builder essentially and template library. I'll just send my speak with me link so that if you have any questions, in case we run out of time and after the call you find something, you can always block my calendar and we can discuss this. So with regards to email builder, can you see my screen firstly?
Yes, we got it.
So talking about the recent releases, the most interesting things that we came up with one was click performance, wherein all the links inside your email, apart from unsubscribe and preview, you can now go ahead and start tracking. Basically, you can see who clicked on which link, how many times were they clicked. This tab comes up on the campaign statistics page. Intentionally right now, we are helping only the direct links and the custom values. Trigger links, there are few issues. There were multiple redirections. We are still working on it, but as of now, it's working for direct links and custom values. The second thing that we came up with was the enhancement on the dashboards. Initially, you could only see an overview of all your email marketing on two default time ranges, 7 days and last 30 days. But what we did was we enabled the capability of going ahead and seeing for a custom date range. You can also see it for other default or mostly used date ranges like last 60 days or last 90 days. We also had metrics around spam, which is basically the ones that we already accounted for. This right now includes both Yahoo, Outlook, and most of the SMTP providers. But for Google, we are not able to provide the spam count as of now. We are working on it. But this spam complaints of whatever spam reports we already have, it would already be reflected on the dashboard. Going to the next slide. Initially on the unsubscribe survey, which is basically if someone clicks on unsubscribe, we were taking few details on, hey, why did you unsubscribe? But there was a mass request around why is there not an option of subscribing back in case someone unsubscribed by mistake. So what we did was we added a quick resubscribe link. So you can just click on this, and what it does is it basically does not unsubscribe you. It removes the DND that is there in the contact section. Additionally, we also came up with the support for Google Fonts. So now you can also go ahead and add Google Fonts onto your email builder. In case there are some specific fonts, you can do it at both places, is inside the builder and at the settings page. And in case you want to remove it, you can remove it from the settings section as of now. The other things which are upcoming, I believe in couple of days or by the next week, you would be able to see them. One is the capability of using the third type of template editor, which is plain text editor. The intention of having it was to have that personalized feel that this particular email comes from inbox and this has been personally crafted for the contact. And with that particular email, you can also eventually run A/B testing. But for this iteration, you can simply run campaigns on them. The other thing that we are also coming up with is UTM parameters. So under the settings section of campaigns, which is you go to the email marketing, under the campaigns, there is a settings option. You would see a setting which is tracking. So by default, going forward, you would be able to enable or disable your click performance tracking. And you would also be able to enable or disable your UTM tracking. So these are default settings. You can also alter it at your campaign level, but at settings level, we just let you alter the defaults. For UTM tracking, we will let you add your source, your medium, your campaign, UTM_campaign. We have multiple options like campaign name, campaign ID, campaign name, and send date. So all those options are already there. You can choose which one you want to add. And by default, all the links inside your email, including trigger links, we will append the UTM parameters so that you can track them on a third-party tool like Google Analytics. Now, talking about things that are also something that we are aiming to see by the end of this month is the fallback for custom fields. So today, if you for once this gets released, you would be able to go ahead and add defaults at both at a instance level and also at a global level for all campaigns. So how it works is today, if I set at the settings that for my first name, the default value needs to be there. If I draft an email, I can use hi first name. By default, the fallback for the first name is there. But in case if I want to change it, I can click on it inside the campaign and change the fallback value there. So there is a 2-level fallback. One is at a global level and one is at a individual instance level, which can be handled at the campaign. Talking about the other items on the roadmap, which we plan to cater to this quarter, would be inline forms and surveys. We have come up with really amazing pre-built forms, which you can use. Those are something that we will provide out of the box. For example, ratings, NPS scoring. You can see all of those, attach those elements inside your campaigns, or else you can also pull in forms that are already built inside the form section. You can also tag them or include them inside your email so that that can be accessed, or someone can click on it and probably access the form. But for the NPS and all the other elements, it would already be embedded in the email. So other than that, there are brand boards. There is dynamic element, which basically means that today, if you are drafting an email, if there is an element which you want to show as A for a set of clients and B as a different set of client, depending on a value of custom field, you can do it. A basic example of that is if I were a tourist company or something wherein I was a tour guide company and I was drafting an email, and I had few of my contacts out of India and few contacts out of Europe. For India, probably I show and I add an image and I use Taj Mahal. So I can use a condition that, hey, if the location ID or the location custom field is Taj Mahal, then show this element. And I can also use, hey, if this location is US, probably show the Statue of Liberty. Something similar to that. You can use one campaign to have multiple conditional elements. Other than that, we also plan to consolidate all campaigns that are getting executed at all different places. So by workflow campaigns and statistics, we mean that any email action that you are sending in from a workflow will start coming under as a campaign and will not create a duplicate template. Instead, it will start showing up as a campaign, and you can also analyze the individual email actions statistics, like, hey, how many emails were sent, who opened it, so on and so forth. Eventually, the plan is to also support click performance and UTM tracking and all those advanced capabilities for those campaigns. So this was everything for email builder. I'll quickly switch into template library. So the main aim of template library for last quarter had been we wanted to give more control towards the templates that the GHL team was adding, and more access to the admin to customize and control the templates that were already added to the, or they were adding to the library. So the first thing also was to add on to the usability. We added the filters and the sorting capabilities. So you will see that for all the locations and the admin screen, we have added the sorting capability. You can sort it at most popular or most recent. And for the admin screen, you can also see, hey, what all templates have your agency added, or someone from your location you have added from any of the location. By default templates, we mean the templates that the GHL team is adding. So you can simply click on these filters and you can simply see, hey, which template, or drill down into an individual template or whatever template you are finding. So there are multiple filters that we have added. Like if something that you have hidden, you can see it here. If something that is created specifically by you, you can also see it here. So by the capability over GHL templates, there are two options that we have provided. One, you can individually go to the templates and click on hide. So if you feel that under a category that you want to keep shown, if you want to hide a specific template because it does not adhere to some of your norms, you can simply click on hide and it will come up as hidden. So this is how it will come up. And you can also go back and click on the show button again, which will be exposed once you click on hide. And that will again start showing up on the location side. So at an admin screen, you will see both hidden and unhidden or shown templates. The hidden templates would be highlighted. You will still be able to recognize, hey, these ones are hidden. And you have the capability to unhide it or show it again. The visibility impact would only be at a location level. The other things that we also brought was the capability of hiding categories. In case hiding individual templates is a hassle, you can simply go ahead and click on the toggle of hiding or showing. This right now has hide, and you would be able to go ahead and simply hide or unhide a particular category depending on your requirement. The third thing also there is the capability of adjusting your view preferences. In case you would want, hey, the forms and surveys, the description is more important. I would want to key in more important details there. But for funnels, websites, or emails, they are design heavy. Even for social planner, you would want to see the thumbnails more prominently. So in those cases, probably you can opt for a thumbnail view. And for the forms and surveys, you can opt for a description view. Depending on your requirement, you can adjust the view preferences. Other than that, something that the team is already working on and is going to come soon. Right now, you have to go to a sub account to upload a template to your template library. But going forward, from the template library itself, you can go ahead and create a template or import a template from a specific sub account. You can choose a sub account and you can add that template from the admin screen itself. This is going to come soon. We are hoping for the mid of this month itself, but definitely by the end of this month. This is already in testing as of now. The other thing that we also added was a quick guide, considering we are bringing in a lot of admin controls to the template library admin screen. What we came up was a quick guide. Basically, this helps you keep track of the new things or the capabilities that admin has access to. So this basically links you to a short snippet and infographics of, hey, if you want to share a template, this is step-by-step process of doing it, and we link it to a help article, and only the admin will have view of this, and you can go ahead and execute the steps that are mentioned here. We'll also give you the quick access to the first step of the action. In case you feel that you are already aware of this particular capability, you can also choose on do not show this again, so that removes from your guide list. In case you want to keep it because you feel that it is a little complicated and needs to be a part of your guide, you can keep it at your admin panel. So these are the things which are going to come soon. The other things that we are working along with the expansions, we are going to expand into workflows. We are working on it. Reporting and dashboard. We are also going to work on document and contracts, previously known as proposal and estimates. And the other capabilities like hiding all the templates that the GHL team is adding by default with a single toggle, or the capability of adding categories. We are also working on some UI reforms on the capability of searching templates on the basis of probably a tag or a type, and so on and so forth. So this is an entire snippet of what has come into email builder and template library, and what can you expect from these two products in a span of next probably 1.5 months. So yeah, I think this is everything I had to present. I'll quickly go through the chat.
Yeah, so can we cover up the e-com part meanwhile?
Yes, definitely. I think I'm done. You can take over.
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So yeah, talking about the e-commerce stores. So we have some major releases that have happened over the past couple of months. So I'll talk about more like these items one by one. We have launched search bar in the search bar element in the e-commerce store. Then we had launched state dropdown and e-commerce stores and order forms. We had printful integration that has gone out. It was one of the most requested items. Then we had sort and filter feature in e-commerce store. Then SEO for product and site preferences have gone out. Then we had shipping and delivery rates based on states, provinces, and all, and then shipping rates based on your product weights as well. And then we launched product weights, dimension, and SKU fields. These are some new fields that have been added, and you can see a new variant page now for any of the products. If you add multiple pricing variants or let's say product variants variants to it, then we have recurring products now available in the online store. So now you can sell subscription products or the recurring products in the online stores, and you can set up the trial piece and all those stuff. And then we had launched related products, which is available in the product details section page. So this is the search bar element. You can just go in the add element section and just drag and drop the search bar. So there are two elements that are available. One is a search bar dedicated element, which you can add at any place in the website. And once you search an item, it will take you to the product list page. And the second element is the navigation, is in the navigation menu. So you can toggle it on and toggle it off at the same point of time. Also, if you go in the advanced, you can just customize the like UI part of the search field and all. And also like things to note here is the search bar searches on the basis of title and the name of the product itself and not on the description here. Then coming to the state dropdown in e-commerce stores. So at the time of checkout earlier, there was a state field where you had to mention it, where you had to add a text to it. Now it's a dropdown. So it helps us with the like mapping of the states correctly, and then it will help us further in shipping and printful integrations as well. Then coming to the printful integration. So here users can install this printful integration, and you will be able to connect your printful store to the HighLevel store itself, and you will be able to import the products to it, and then order creation, then order syncing, then at the same point of time, like if you have let's say fulfilled your order. So let's say if you have created on if a user comes on the website and places an order, it will be automatically synced to the printful side, and an order will be created on the printful side. And let's say if the order has been fulfilled at the printful side, then the backward syncing also happens on the HighLevel store, and the end customer also receives a notification or the communications around it. Coming to sort and filter functionality, this is again something which will help in the discoverability of the product overall in the e-commerce stores. What happens here is you can enable toggle on and toggle off the sorting and filter functionality. Right now you can customize what all filtering options that you want if you go in the advanced section. And also by default, sort that is applied will be from date, on the basis of date from old to new. And yeah, this is overall for this sort and filter. And also you can see like you can customize it on the basis of availability, or let's say on the basis of price range or something, just to filter your items out. So this sort and filter and search bar will enhance the overall searchability or the discoverability of the products that are there in your stores. Then we have launched SEO for products and site preferences. What happens is you can like this will help in discovery of the products overall. And what happens is the featured image that you have added will be shown as the main image if you search for the product. And also you can like add the SEO title, SEO description, and handle of the product. So this will be a unique slug that you add to a product. And yeah, this helps in overall discoverability of the product. One thing to note here is in order to start the SEO modification, you need to publish the product first of all, which means you should include it in the online store. Then coming to shipping and delivery rates based on states and provinces. So earlier we had shipping rates based on zones, which were just based on countries. So if you had to apply a shipping charge for a certain region, you needed to just you were only able to apply it on the basis of a certain like overall country itself. So now we have added this thing where you can customize it further on the basis of states, provinces, or territories. So here you can choose some specific states where for which you want to create a zone, and then add a conditional pricing, or let's say multiple tiered pricing for your delivery charges and all. And you can create multiple zones at the same point of time. Yeah, this is how it looks like. So you can see that shipping, first of all, you have created a zone called Alabama and Alaska zone. And the second zone that you can see here is the rest of US zone. And within this, you can just create conditional pricing, let's say based on the price range or whatever. And you can set a different delivery charges for it. And at the same point of time, we brought in a new conditional pricing, which is based on the product weights. So you have two options. If you set up a zone, within a zone, you can either set up a conditional pricing on the basis of either the order price or the item weight altogether. So if your item is in the range of a certain weight range, you can set up a pricing for it. Then comes the product weights dimension and the SKU fields for products in e-commerce. So now you can add all these three fields. So first of all, earlier we didn't had a variant page altogether. So you were tracking the inventory from here itself and were able to, you couldn't add anything more than an inventory. You couldn't maintain anything further. So now what will happen is, as soon as you add multiple pricing to it, a new tag will be created. And as soon as you save this product, a new page, a hyperlink will be created. So this hyperlink, if you click on it, it will take you to a new page altogether, which will be the variant page altogether. So this is how variant page looks like. You can set like uh, edit the name, change the pricing of it. Like if you want to bring in the billing cycle, let's say either one time or recurring, or let's say even you want to introduce trial or all those stuff, you can add a SKU field, which is stock keeping unit field. And then we have weights and dimensions. So this weights and dimension is going to help us further in whether you want to deliver a digital product or a physical product. And at the same point of time in future, we are going to bring in the multiple shipping integrations. So you'll be able to get the live rates at checkout just on the basis of product weights and dimensions here, which will be entering on this page, this specific variant page. Coming to the next thing, which is recurring products now available in e-commerce stores. So recurring products was one of the one of the requested items. So now earlier it was so you couldn't sell recurring products or the subscription based products in your e-commerce stores. Now what happens is you can just sell all those products, define the billing cycle, define the trial period, and at the same point of time all the pricing and stuff. And once you have defined it, you can just customize the UI part of it, just going in the general section and just change the color of the pills that you have, the background of the pill. And if you go further, you can see all these changes will be shown in multiple pages, which is the first of all the product list page. You can see all the subscription product being mentioned separately compared to other products, which are just one-time product. Then you will be able to see the days, like how many days are the trial period and all those things. And once you go on the checkout, it will tell you like what is the exact time when this trial period ends and when will you start getting charged from it. Then we have related products in e-commerce store. So in this, what happens is you will see related products at the bottom of the screen. So you can see if you go in any of the product, and if you go in the product details page for any of the product, you will if you would have enabled this show related products, what will happen is it will showcase you all the products that are like like uh, which are all the products of that specific products collection itself. So all the products which are related to the collection of, let's say, Disney Hotstar, this one will be showcased in the related product section here at the bottom. Then coming to these are the line items that we have in the pipeline for Q3 roadmap. So first of all, talking about this, print shipping labels and packing slips. So once you have placed the order, you will be able to print all the shipping labels, and on the basis of whatever item you are fulfilling, you can print shipping labels for them separately at the same point of time. Then we will be having product labels, tags, or ribbons for the product. So you can just mention different tags for different products. So let's say if you want to add a tag to a product, let's say it's a featured product, or let's say if it's a bestseller product for your this month. So you can just mention it upfront. Then we have cash on delivery for online stores. So this is one of the most requested items for for us. Then this is currently in QA testing, and most probably it will go out live in the next couple of weeks. Then we have automatic shipping cost on checkout and the automatic fulfillment. This is a shipper integration that we are building. What we'll be able to do is you will be able to pull in the library. So you'll just connect your shipper account to your like HighLevel site and connect your store here, and then you will be able to get the live rates at the time of checkout. And second thing is, as soon as order is placed and the fulfillment is done from the carrier side or whoever it is, let's say DHL, FedEx, or USPS or something, then they will revert back. Then this will be an automatic fulfillment that will happen, which will send your end buyer the name of the carrier, the tracking link, and the tracking ID of the order itself. Then we have upsell purchases in store checkout. So as soon as you complete the purchase of your product, if the buyer comes in your store and buys purchases the product, after the transaction, there will be a upsell section where you can upsell some certain product itself, which will be just one click checkout. And yeah, this is just to improve the average order value of the product and increase the sorry. Yeah, this will be just to increase the average order value of the product and increase the revenue of the altogether revenue of the store. Then we will be having WooCommerce integration. This is one of the highest upvoted ideas on the ideas board right now. So with this, you will be able to pull in your products, like sync your sync your orders and all those things, and also at the same point of time maintain the CRM of your like the contacts and all those things. And the next thing will be the triggers that workflow triggers will also be a line item that we have under this WooCommerce integration, and we are just planning it out, and you will see in some couple of months. Then we have deliver digital products post checkout. So as soon as you have so right now there is no bifurcation between a physical and a digital product, and there is no different experience altogether to deliver a digital product right now. So we are just this line item is just to deliver digital products separately or like a different kind of cadence altogether. Then we will be having product reviews and ratings. This is like just to improve the complete experience of the like products, and like just to get like how what other users are talking about your product. So you will have this section within a product details page, and it will be like coming soon. And then we'll be having one of the major integrations, which are like TikTok Shop, Facebook Marketplace, Instagram Shop, Google Merchant Center integrations. So these are like one of the major integrations that we have, and these are in focus. Like these will be focused just to improve the overall sales channel, just to like open up more sales channel for store owners. And yeah, you will be able to list your products on all these places and run ads on top of it, and just get the attribution within the dashboard as well, just to see like how your products have been performing, and like all these channels how they have been performing overall. So yeah, this is the overview of the roadmap that we have, and there are a lot of other items that we have which is not definitely not covered, but yeah, we have a lot of other exciting things which are coming out for e-commerce right now. In case of any questions, I will drop my speak like my link where you can just schedule a call and like share any suggestions or anything related to e-commerce.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think that that's all we've got for presentation. 127 slides, a little under 2 hours.
Is that all?
Thanks
I
for
mean,
sticking
man, it
around.
just flew by. Can we do it again? No, I'm just kidding.
Stick around, everybody.
But no, the team did an amazing job. Huge props to all of you. Very well prepared. A lot of great information.
Any follow-up questions or anything, drop in the town hall community.
Yeah,
We'll
I
be
do.
active in there, Facebook, and
One quick question. I know it's been quite a long call, but Tushar, did we touch upon the rewards program that we are planning to build?
Not on this call. We just covered reporting,
Correct.
affiliate
So I
marketing.
think, I think you should just give like a 30-second intro and just drop your calendar link. If there are any agency, like Alok is already interested. But anyone who's interested in implementing a rewards program for your clients, we are trying to build something like that. Tushar, just drop your
Sure.
calendar link. Yeah, and let's hear it from them. Like what matters to them the most.
Definitely. I'll just drop my calendar link in the chat. Looking forward to have like calls where we can talk about, the feedback and maybe the use cases you have for the loyalty program as well.
Awesome. Cool.
All right, everybody. I think that that's it. So thanks so much. We'll be following up on Facebook, etc. And if you don't know, we do these daily too. But they're much shorter. So be sure to join us for those as well, as I know many of you already do. Jenna, do you have a quick question?
Yeah, should be quick. Which product town hall is the rewards thing going to be under?
It's going to be the one with reporting dashboards and affiliate manager. So we'll club the rewards program with that town hall.
Okay, and again, you said dashboards, and what was the other one? Affiliate manager?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Nice to see you. Until next time.
Thank you.